Now, one of the things that we have been seeing coming from Norway is that deliveries there are starting to perform way better than the usual performance that we're seeing throughout the whole year. I mean, this month, as I said last week, we must brace ourselves for even a new monthly record in Norway, because as soon as we notice that they are now sitting at 81 car sales as of the 14th of October. We are not yet mid-month, but yet we are seeing Norway delivering some pretty good deliveries. I mean, one of the things when you look into the model breakdown that is really bringing a lot of sales into Norway, it is the Nio EL6, which in China is called ES6. Those that might still not know, the reason it's called the EL6 is because Audi filed a lawsuit against Nio saying ES6 is similar to S6 and all those kind of things, and therefore Nio ended up changing their names of their model in Europe. Instead of ES6, they said EL6. So we've got EL6, EL7, and EL8. That's what is there in Europe and the others, right? So yesterday we saw on the 14th that EL6 sold 10 units. These are the total units that we saw Norway selling yesterday, which again, it shows you that EL6 is that model that is doing exceptionally well, because month to date it has got 59 sales, or they have sold 59 units. Then 14 units come from EL8, 3 units come from ET7, then ET5 Touring has got 2 units, which is something that is pretty interesting. Now we've got ES8 that sold 3 units. I don't know if this is because maybe of some of the inventory cars they still have had or owned, but yeah, we've got EL8 and ES8, but I think mostly chances are in the near future we'll be seeing only the EL8 because of the lawsuit that Audi filed against Nio, right? So yeah, man, Norway, it is becoming that market, or this month it appears that we could see over 160 sales coming from Norway, which will be a new monthly record-breaking deliveries, if I'm not mistaken. I think this will be the highest, if not the second highest, that Norway would have generated in a month. I mean, you'll remember that Norway, when it comes to obviously the tariff increase, as I've told you before, they are not participating on that. They are not going to impose more tariffs, and seeing Norway pulling a good performance like this onto Nio, I think it is a good thing. It is a good vibe, because Norway remains the top selling country of Nio in Europe, which is something that I suppose it's good news, right? So yeah, 81, it's what Nio is sitting at in terms of sales or units sold in Norway, and hopefully we continue seeing this aggressive momentum of Nio selling, or Norway selling good deliveries as we finish off this year, right? And I think part of the reason why Norway is doing this well is, number one, the EL6. I think it just recently probably arrived in Norway, and being the cheapest model when it comes to SUVs that one can buy from Nio, it is with no doubt that might be one of the reasons why we're seeing EL6 doing this well. That might be the reason why we are seeing EL6 performing this good. Yes, we've got the ES8, EL8, which both these models combined, they've got 17 units sold, which it's good, because you know that this model especially, they really boost the average car purchase onto Nio, because it is the most expensive car that you can buy from Nio. And seeing them having 17 units sold this month, I suppose it's good news. This is great news. So yeah, man, tell me what you think. Someone just asked me, the reason why I'm doing this video, someone yesterday just asked me if I could do the updates onto the Norway deliveries, and here are the updates. Norway is doing exceptionally well. We are sitting at 81 units sold, which is bullish, which is massive, because right now Norway might be going for a new monthly delivery record. The kind of sales that we are seeing now, we hardly see this kind of sales coming in onto Norway, and seeing them coming the way they are, I think it's just good. This is amazing. I know other countries, Germany, Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, yeah, the Nio is not doing that well, but Netherlands, I think at some point it overtook Germany and took the second spot because of also the sales that we are seeing there. But the thing with the Netherlands, Denmark, Sweden, I think when the tariff gets increased, they are also going to increase the prices, or the prices of Nio are going to go up there, unlike Norway, who even if the EU Commission is to increase the tariff, nothing will change because they are not participating, they are not involving themselves onto that, and they are going to keep things the way they are, which is of course amazing, incredible to see and know. So seeing Nio, at least that it is generating some good sales outside of China, I think it will be a relief. I mean, you remember back in 2021, I think Mizuho Securities indicated that 30% of Nio's total sales will come outside of China in the future, and of which the way things are unfolding, we might get to see that, especially with, of course, or that target might be reached, especially with the sub-brand coming. I mean, in November, you'll know that we are penetrating UAE with our first Nio house or Nio store in Abu Dhabi, where we are going to see also Nio doing exceptionally well, because majority of the people can afford the Nio cars there, which it makes sense for us to assume that Nio will do well also in that market, because it has got a big support from big institutions, big financial institutions in Abu Dhabi, and therefore UAE, it's also a market which will do very well, even better than Europe, I think. So yeah, man, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. I think blue sky is coming, and we will see Nio not only doing well in China in terms of sales, but they will also do well outside of China. So tell me what you think about this. I think these are great news, these are massive news, and it shows you that the current fundamentals that we are seeing onto Nio are nothing compared to what we are going to see in the near future. So let's ignore the day-to-day movement of the share price, but rather focus on where Nio could be in the future, as that will be the one to give us courage to load the boat when we see the stock tanking, to increase our holdings when we see the stock tanking, because we know what we are buying and we know the company, the kind of company Nio is transforming to be. So do your own DD so that you're comfortable. That's all from me, and God bless you all.